Lot on the line here. At this point last year, both of these teams were in a similar situation, 1-1. Fortunately for the Australians, it was FaZe that came out on top, but now Grayhound have a gunning opportunity to make this work and see themselves further in the lower bracket.
We'll see how it goes as well. FaZe took the knife starting on the CT side, even though both the teams are stronger on that T side. So Grayhound potentially gifted something here, as we are going to see them early on heading towards that B site, straight into the stack of FaZe Clan.
Slow down for a second. Only a moment. Maybe trying not to show too much, but look at the information from FaZe.
Bomb's been spotted.
Well, with that, they might back away, but it actually looks like they're still happy to press this issue. They're just going to be hanging around, and this kind of engagement does not really favour the Glocks at such range. And there we go, Grayhound now making that mid-round call. Their pistol call has been squandered.
Plenty of time to make more calls, though, as we are going to see them try to show face over towards long at the moment. Urcast and Sicko doubling back down towards Monster, but Rain still here, holding short, may find the information. Urcast working the angle. Oh, and Rain, he's caught off. Urcast there, drawing first blood. And this is going to be rough for Grayhound to try to bring it back from, especially now the bomb is down. Adren going for the repeat as well. Two-piece for him, can't quite get the third. But the saviour of Rain again comes to find his second, as Dick Stacey will fall. And the B-hold, way too strong. Grayhound, they tried to draw the rotations, but it was the aim that won it for FaZe in the end.
Grayhound have had all sorts of problems with those pistols. FaZe just out aiming, out gaming at this point. Now they've got to back that up. Second round, there's an option in which they can buy if they want to, but feel as though Glocks across the board might be the way to go, and there you are. Just going to be keeping it relatively simple. Guardian on just the USP. Obviously trying to save for that AWP and armor strat. That's so much damage done with the nade. Guardian will clean up with the bowling. And Grayhound surely not going to get anything.
Well, we'll see. Guardian with that USP, just the full BM there, but it's going to be Rain to mop up. Dexter now in a 1v5. And, well, 2 rounds for FaZe now, as Dexter will be caught off by a charging forward Guardian. Into the third. It's time for Grayhound to try and make their move. The buy will come in. And FaZe going for the bonus round. Yanko still on the UMP. Saving that money in the bank. Olaf as well. Taking the risk and keeping a FAMAS in hand. But if anyone can make it work, it's this man.
That's it. If history serves correct, almost certain that they lose this round. They give FaZe the start again that they're looking for. Let's hope history doesn't repeat itself for the Australians. Stacey, with the support of, I think that is Dexter, starting to clear out Con, getting the information, and look again at this aggression. Okay, hello. Oh, not the nade to finish it off. Oh my word, that was going to land directly on Dexter. I reckon that would have been one of the sickest openings to a round.
The hard read, off the back of absolutely no information, maybe some sound was heard. But FaZe now just not keeping that bathroom's control. Rain staying aggressive up on the bin. As Grayhound slowly but surely will be working their way in. Knocking straight on the door of the A site, but Rain performing like a champion. Almost single-handedly carrying FaZe so far. Grayhound staying silent though. We've seen them go for these late moves as well, but Rain now trying to work the gap in the smoke, dumping the Molotov, which will deny the setup. And look at the read again. FaZe all over Grayhound here. Dexter still below half. For 20 seconds, they need to commit to this A site now.
Oh, Malta finding the kill. And towards B, finds a double entry on the 180 flick. But look at this from Rain. He's going to be able to deny the bomb going down into Ward. Surely just catches the backside. Sicko finds the kill. Malta falls on the B site. It's not the best case scenario, they're going to try to leg it back. Do they get there in time? Guardian nearly hitting that shot, but Olofmeister to now bring it back. Can he make it work?
What a shot from Urcast. But we need to see Olof clutching like a champion. There's some information expecting a man to be at Optimus rather. He's running out of time. He needs to make his move. Looks like the call may just be to save the AWP. That will be it. And Grayhound in the third will crack the egg, cook up some omelettes. And they are chasing very hard now, looking to keep the AWP out of the hands of FaZe Clan. It will be huge if they can find this kill. The smoke now going to be pushed by Dexter. Oh, the shot not taken by Olof. They aren't aware that he's still here. They're going to wrap around, but he will die to the bomb. Dexter falls as well, but it was worth it in the end.
What a call from Grayhound to put all their eggs directly in that basket to take off the AWP. There's no hands on it now. They might be able to reinvest in it. I don't even think they're going to be able to. So that is a huge up. Now gives Sicko an opportunity to be able to make it work. Question is, how much of an impact can he have? He was starting to step up on Dust too, really hitting those important shots when it came down to it. So hopefully he keeps the same fashion.
It was so crucial that Urcast hit that shot as well as Guardian. He could have denied that cross the sight, and that would have left no time for the bomb plant. But early on again, Dexter pressuring towards short. Will open up the round. Yanko only on the 5-7 as well. And Malta, get some damage on it. Yanko through that short spam. As well through the smoke, expecting this push. Grayhound have done their homework.
What a call coming through. I thought Olofmeister's was a decent play. That's the kill confirmed across toward B. That's 2, in fact. Both on short as FaZe try to recover what was lost, but not going to happen. Urcast as well spots out the timing on Rain and manages to maybe hit these shots. Oh, it gets a little bit awkward there. Yanko, can he step up? Yes, he can. Dick Stacey falls down. It's starting to get a little bit dicey, but Malta comes in. Sicko to shut it down. And Neil, I think that is going to be the newest gift. The just consistently leaning back, hands in the air, like you just don't care. Up against one of the best teams in the world.
It's just raw emotion. And it looks so good on camera. Reactions. I'll tell you what, I miss VP. They were entertaining every single time the camera went on them. Just so comfortable being right up there on the world stage. But now, FaZe, just with 5 USPs, a dream and a flashbang. Grayhound hold it. Well, they'll find the first, but the trade is there. Malta puts his head down, and he's going to be shut down by Rain as well as Yanko. Stacey trying to hold here, and it will work out in their favour, but a huge amount of damage done given the situation. Small victories for FaZe, but Grayhound take that lead 3-2.
It's a love-hate relationship with those rounds with me. I've seen so many times just the pistols come out on top, and it's heartbreaking. It is. FaZe do so well to do that much damage, I guess. 2 kills in the end? Just the, yeah, 2 kills.
Almost the third. Dick Stacey, I believe he had 7 HP right at the end.
So could have done some serious economical damage. Instead, they just do the damage. Anyway, smoke for the control toward Fountain. And Grayhound, I must admit, they've really dictated this pace so far since they've had that gun round. They're starting to turn it up. They're starting to look a lot more confident. And oh my god, again!
Wall bangs. This map favours this type of gameplay. Once again, Malta looking for more through the wood on short. Map knowledge is something that Grayhound are not lacking, but FaZe, the same could be said. And with the man advantage, Grayhound should be able just to group up, trade it out if they want. But the problem is, crossfires are everywhere here for FaZe. Not quite set up at the moment, but Rain looking to make a play. They are a man down, so see if there's extra utility or if he goes dry. Dexter expecting it as well. The pre-fire coming in, not connecting though. So no sound cues for FaZe, but they have full control of bathrooms now as Urcast pushes his way down long. But Grayhound, they're happy to push on both extremities, it seems.
Just keeping the pressure up. That man advantage is absolutely monstrous. There's only 1 flash for FaZe to use right now. But it looks like they are going to head across toward that B side a little bit more. Double down, get a little bit closer. Hercast making his move. Utility there for Grayhound as they make their way in. There's actually, realistically, one smoke. Adren hits the shot on Nick Stacy. The trade comes through, but Adren steps up with a 3K. It's not going to be enough just yet. Bomb will go down with seconds remaining. And now FaZe Clan look to retake.
Adren. Trouble, his middle name. Hercast as well, caught out in the open. No cover for him, but Dexter, the clutch master for Grayhound, not going to be spotted just yet. Finds the first nose. The second man's there, but it's Guardian too sharp on the AUG to even up the odds at 3 apiece early on Overpass.
There's a chance for 2 lineups there. One with Hercast, 2 with Dexter, but nicely spaced out from FaZe to find that trade. Give FaZe, like you're saying, that 3rd round. Buy is still plentiful from Grayhound. You can see AWP being brought back into the hands of Sicko. And this hold from Adren, so sick to slow that down. Olofmeister couldn't get anything done, but when you've got Adren playing on your shoulder like that, the trust is there.
Dexter as well in that situation, reacting instantly when seeing that first man. You saw earlier the trigger discipline. He's shown it time and time again. This time, you can see the nerves are getting to them. 3rd map for the elimination in the best of 3 here. Grayhound and FaZe both fighting for their life here in the lower bracket. And as we head into the 7th, the buy will definitely be favouring Grayhound.
Hello.
As FaZe's economy is right down in the dumps right now. 2 UMPs still in play. Only a single kit at the moment on Olof as well, so if FaZe do have to play for the retake, they will have to rely on it. Grayhound, they're going to bellow out towards playground, looking for that A control. Utility used. But Adren almost going down straight away to the wallbang of Malta. He's causing so much damage with this spam.
Mate, wallbangs and Overpass. Name a more iconic duo. These boys are finding so much early damage onto FaZe. Most times it's actually being the pick that they get. So it's a big up. Right now, Grayhound, are they going to bypass FaZe and head directly onto that A site? Looks like that boost that's trying to gain them a little bit more access toward Party and also towards T-Spawn from Adren. So much information gained by FaZe as they know that there's no one on those closer angles. However, Grayhound are completely missing them.
The problem is the investment and how long they've hung around on top of sandbags. As Greyhounds start to make their move towards the A site with that progression smoke, FaZe will have to go for the rotation. They've still got full control of bathrooms though. 2 men there, and that's going to make it really easy to retake, even deny the push. Grayhound, 4 men at long, 1 just waiting, looking to hold the rotations up of Con. But Malta, we'll see what he can do. He's been so good on the lurk so far for Grayhound. As the split comes in.
With a full execute. They're going to go with power as well. Guardian's just going to catch the backside of him. Yanko can't get anything done. Guardian has to back away from the smoke, but he will be traded out immediately by Dick Stacy, who's putting in all the work and gaining the space for Grayhound to make their mark. Malta's going to find very lucky timing. Olofmeister on just a UMP walks directly into the crosshair, and there you go. Hercast. Did I just see some emotion?
A lot of emotion. Big old yell from the big man, and that is the lead retained by Grayhound, just barely 4-3 over FaZe of what was a, well, very successful execute, only losing 1 man there. And the entries from Dick Stacy. Look at that. Beautiful 2K. And the final. Huge plays.
Definitely a bit of how you're going. Oh, Malta, geez, he is absolutely legging it up towards short. Stacy just going to be able to spot out the initial peak. Drops to 33 HP. Will be pushed by Rain. Unfortunately, I don't know whether Rain knew his legs were being shown. Regardless, Dick Stacy will take the kill. And the anti-eco working, an absolute treat for Grayhound.
Dick takes those. And it's Yanko last alive in a 1v5 with, well, potential for a knife in the back. potential for anything. You have to make the most of a situation like this. FaZe able to buy into the next as well. Grayhound 5 alive, and this is huge for the economy going on into the later rounds of the first half.
Tell you what, Grayhound are being so competitive today. And I shouldn't just say today, isolate the fact that yesterday was a good performance from them, but no one would have expected, I guess you do expect it to be close, but I think in the heart of hearts, everyone still expected FaZe to come out on top of this, and Grayhound, they're definitely testing at the moment.
Well, arguably, what team's better, a weakened FaZe or Heroic?
Good question. Guess head-to-head, Grayhound. Get it? Bypass all the options. Grayhound. Anyway, look at the flashes. A lot of utility thrown over toward B to start with. All of Meister not phased. Look at the aggression, though, shown across toward Fountain. They are not going to give this up without a fight. And they are going to be met with one. A muddy, dirty fight at that. It's going to be toe-to-toe.
Oh, bad flash.
Bad flash, but better timing. Lucky to stay alive. Dick Stacey holding the line, and he wins it just barely as he pulls out into Adren's crosshair. And that is 1, the opening pick secured, and 2, more access, more space for Grayhound to work with.
The crazy thing as well is that Dick took no damage in that engagement, stepping out at just the right time, catching Adren off guard. Very advanced now. Olaf looking to keep control of short, but he will fall back just in time. Very close to Monster, though. No real utility remaining for FaZe. Olaf making the play, had the shadow there, but the trade is a 1-for-1, and that will favour Grayhound as they head towards the B site. Yanko trying to get any damage done, but Urcast cracking it open completely. And this is pretty much the round done and dusted. Guardian just on that glass cannon, so no attempt at the retake will be had for FaZe, as now Grayhound are doubling their rounds. Great decision-making there from Grayhound. FaZe, will they be able to keep both of these weapons alive, though? This is going to be huge. And one's gone down already. Dexter with the dry peak. Not too wide, but Rain caught off guard. And the glass cannon, it's going to be spotted. There's the info, but Guardian very uncharacteristically missing that shot. Gifted a second chance. Now, Grayhound won't want to lose too many more rifles. They have some money to go for the hunt, though. There's a second for Guardian. But the trade eventually there. So worth it in the end, potentially.
Well, I mean, it's the M4 and the AWP taken away, right? So if there was an opportunity for them to buy, you could have possibly seen the M4 being dropped over, the FAMAS being bought. You know, there is, of course, enough to buy, especially when you can take the close quarter engagements in so many different areas.
Grayhound that AWP as well, a weapon that is just so strong all over Overpass, especially advanced on the A site. So I guess at the end of the day, it was a 2-for-2 trade.
Well, especially when you have a look at the buy coming through for FaZe, you can bet your bottom dollar if they'd saved that, they would have been happy to invest, happy to keep the pressure up, happy to keep the thought of the buy there for Grayhound, because that save would have been something. Moving on. And they are just going to be on the pistols. Upgraded pistols at that. Some armor across the board. They do have Sua's control. Work on the back of it.
Oh, Guardian really worked the timing. His head barely spotted by Mr. Stacey. And that's going to be the opening. One of the many pistols, one of the many little cheeky buggers hiding in the corners is going to be taken out. Dexter, though, on the reload, won't bait a move from Rain just yet. Still standing there at Sandwich. Infesting Greyhound's opportunity. The two-man play, though. Rain peeking late, almost with the second, but Sicko on the cover. And that is Greyhound with a man advantage. Malta, though, quite low. As it's Olaf and Adren to try and get more damage done. Going to be planted. No cast. Just prodded over towards along there.
Yeah, an ambitious spray with the CZ at the very least. They're still going to go for some damage here, I guess. They're staying close. Some sprays through the fencing, and oh, wowzers. Not just a spray, but a full shot with the AWP from Sicko. 7th round on the board for Grayhound. And FaZe have only picked up 1 in 6 rounds. Actually, 1 in 7 rounds. 1 in 8 rounds now, as they picked up the first 2. Haven't had a response realistically since then.
Just getting completely picked apart by Grayhound. Even trying to utilize some CT aggression, catch Grayhound off guard, which is what MIBR did to them earlier on in the week. Completely dismantling them on this map. Grayhound, they did try to make the comeback where they got a lot of those rounds on the CT side, but off to a rip-roaring start on this T side. FaZe lining up again. Guardian this time, no glass cannon. He's got at least the body armor and some utility to complement the AWP. Early Molotov will force Sicko back. And down to 60 HP as well, but the fast play through short as Grayhound once again almost finding Olof straight through the wall. Nothing going right for FaZe at the moment.
Guardian damn sure that Sicko's still hanging around, and he's going to be rewarded for it as well. Sicko peeks directly into the posted line. And that is the first man advantage since I can remember for FaZe on a full buy round. They can work off the back of this. Overpass with the timing down to 5 HP. 2 players with not even a tickle for HP. Dick Stacey tries to step up, and oh my word, they are all so low. Malta has an incredible chance to make this note. Not going to work.
Such an opportunity. 2 men on 5 HP. Unfortunately, he re-peeks the orb. Guardian spotting him just over the top of that smoke. We'll connect this time. Finally, getting some work done with that AWP. And now FaZe put a 4th on the board, but Grayhound, they are still in the lead. But FaZe, the timing's just working for them all throughout the round.
All of Meister and Yanko having a very quiet start to map number 3. Respected 5 kills between them. Smokes early across toward B as well, coming through from Grayhound. Looking for the early control and sewers. Dexter needs to be careful with that con player if he decides for the peak again, just through smokes, through walls. Nothing is standing in the way of the early damage being done to FaZe. However, we saw it last round. Didn't work to any avail, so it's not all be all end all.
Dexter with that short control solo as well. He made a fair bit of noise. But Yanko as well jumping with the smoke thrown. Dexter just holding off the trigger. A good map control will allow for a B split to eventually come in. But there are 3 CTs here ready and waiting. Rain as well in con on the fast rotation. We'll see if he's spotted. Grayhound now setting up the execute.
Trent's just waiting for that push to come on through. 2 trades actually rather fast, and that's going to be Sicko getting the kill with a Molotov. But look at this from Rain. It's already there. The bomb's going to be denied. 30 seconds left on the clock. They've given themselves time to work with, but it won't make a difference because they're both there, Rain and Guardian, to find 1 apiece and shut it out for FaZe's 5th.
That hold at Monster was just too strong for Grayhound, not expecting the men to be there, lurking behind the smoke. They could have just waited. They could have waited those extra couple of seconds, but obviously they would have been open to a dry peek as well. With all that utility in hand, very open down that tunnel at Monster. So FaZe Clan, they've put 5 on the board, starting to actually get back into the half. And look, Overpass, you can argue that it is CT-sided only because it favours to those fast rotations from the CTs, especially if you do play passive on the site. And those fast rotations there, you saw them coming into play. It was Guardian and Rain right at the end that put the nail in the coffin there in the 12th for Grayhound. Great positioning from Rain. Not spotted or heard coming out of con so quickly. Sandbags disregarded, and then Guardian, you know, just holding heaven as per usual. It's just all in a day's work for the legend himself.
Again, this is another buy that Grayhound have been able to put on the board. Fortunately enough, they'll be able to make something work with it. Utility not lacking in any way, shape or form either. They've already got con control, making their way up. Uncontested, the fountain toilets. Do they find the timing with Rain? Does Rain start to peek back a little bit? Does he walk into the line of Seco? They're not holding the line. This could be devastating. Fortunately enough, I think Dick Stacey just spotted him. Hits the shot. That could have been devastating though.
Big pick. Rain. Just dribbling out of the round. Malta not quite spotting Adren up on the grate as well, so he's just going to be lurking around. Not sure if Adren saw him either. But now lots of utility going to be thrown around towards the A site here. FaZe, it has drawn a rotation out from them, but it's going to be a 5v1 down on B. It's only up to Adren. He is the crutch of the B site, the anchor. In the first and the second. This is huge for FaZe already, buying time for the rotation. It's down to a 1v3 though, as Grayhound. They're up against Guardian, but once again, it looks like he's opted to save.
Adren's really stepping up on that B bomb side. Unfortunately, it's not enough this time, but we've seen 2 or 3 rounds now where he's just held down that Grayhound push, found 2, 3, multiple kills. But this time it's not enough. The cavalry did not arrive in time. That or Grayhound were just well too advanced by the time they did get there. Malta going for the aggressive play for Guardian. Not letting him save the AWP with ease. Timing favors Guardian. Might even find the kill on the Malta, which he does. They drop the rifle, but they don't drop the round.
And they've got enough economy that it doesn't really matter. At this point, it might a bit later on into the next round. If they cannot close this one out, 8 now on the board, so majority of the rounds favouring Grayhound. Can they get another? It looks like they should be able to, but FaZe, they're going to half invest with that AWP, trying to give themselves the best opportunity and still able to buy into the final round of the half. Adren, though, he's still got 4,500 in the bank, so looks like he might just be saving to potentially go for a double AWP setup or something.
That is huge. Dick Stacey finding the pick. They actually isolate the AWP. They know that someone's going to be going for it. Unfortunately, Rain is being so sneaky right now. And Yanko finding the kill on the Dexter. That is quite large. However, the bomb site on B is completely open. And Grayhound, they've already put the feelers out. They've sent the recon team. And they will get the free bomb plant. And shouldn't really be too worried about this retake.
FaZe, though, they're retrieving that AK as well. So 2 primaries now on both the players with the armor. We'll see if more exits can come out with 4 alive. They are able to get more exits as well. And Grayhound, it's their round to lose. There's nothing that they can do to lose this one as FaZe. They're not going to bother. So a guaranteed 9th, which is huge for Greyhound's T side. And FaZe, the more exits they can get, the better. If Greyhound bite off more than they can chew, they might be punished here. Olafmeister there, trying to utilise the AK. One man's gone down. Sicko should keep this AWP alive. The cover's there from Malta. Greyhound's bye will be perfect into the final round of the half.
So, well, FaZes, fortunately enough for them, they have plenty of money to back up around the AWP that was saved by Guardian. And you will see all utility, maybe a piece of head armor here or there missing, maybe a kit, but the whole scheme of things, this is a perfect opportunity to allow no further progression of Greyhound's first half.
FaZe, they've got 1 half left to try and make this comeback, to try and buy their time for the carry man, the big man, Nico, to make his way to Australia and play in the arena. But there's still another step to go after this one. But everything going right in the final round so far. A pick for both of the AWPers. And Dexter and Malta out of the service. Sicko, though, posted. We'll slowly bring the odds slightly back in their favour, but it seems that Rain, are they walking on each other in the smoke here? Dick Stacey was trying to make his way through. He knows, he's fully aware, goes for the spray, and all of a sudden, it's back to a 3v3. Grayhound finding two untraded picks as well as they start to head towards the A side, but Yanko here holding with the AUG. What's he going to be able to do? Multi-frag potential, but Urcast gets the refrag. 2v2 now, but the bomb still needs to be planted.
And not only that, Adren's so far away, hasn't even made it through the maze yet. And all of Meister going for the early shot. It's not going to happen, but some small tickles of the damage done from the nade. FaZe Clan double up right now. Sicko waiting. A very important round for Grayhound to clutch this one out and ensure the 3 versus 5. Sicko wait. Oh, the timing of the peak does not favour. And unfortunately, it's Olofmeister that can't get anything done right now. Urcast pushing in toward Flower Pot. He only has to deny this right now. They still think he's at the far side. He's got the free shot, but he can't make it work. And that is how the first half is going to end.
Now that was all off the back of Sicko feeling those nerves. You saw his crosshair perfectly placed straight on the head. As soon as he hit the trigger, the crosshair went wild. And well, FaZe now with 6 in the first half. They've given themselves the best possible chance heading into the second.
And with that, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to go to a short break on the other side, the last half of our best of 3. Into the second half, ladies and gentlemen, and one of these teams are being sent home. We are 15 rounds away, basically, from deciding that. It might not even take that. There's a possibility for not even half that required. FaZe Clan currently down 6-9. Grayhound are on the CT side. And it's looked pretty good for the Aussies.
It definitely has. 9 rounds on the T side of Overpass. And, well, Grayhound, they've generally got a very structured CT side. We'll see if they can back it up here in the second half, though. As FaZe, look, they've been very good on these pistol rounds so far. We'll see if Grayhound are able to take the CT pistol as well. Because FaZe, they only got 6 rounds off the back of the CT pistol. Grayhound will need 7 to close it out. And FaZe, well, they're saying to Grayhound, what you can do, we can do better. And Grayhound not with the read at all, only sending 2 down towards that B site.
Overpass is fast on short. He is going to be so tradable in this position. It all depends on what happens with Yanko at this point. Yanko actually had the smoke out. They hadn't cleared short, so they're going to go into this. The man down. Overpass hits a nice fadeaway shot onto Guardian. He's still at the back of sight, still holding on. Rain falls down. That's 3 in the round so far. Dick Stacey going to be shutting Adren down, and that is a flawless start to Grayhound's CT side.
What a hold from Urcast. So much pressure on him. Dick Stacey loving it, saying, you are the man. You are my daddy. Let's go, boys. The Hounds, 10 on the board now, as FaZe just couldn't get a shot off.
No. And there he is, Urcast. Huge. That is a monstrous start and a great way for the ball to get rolling for Grayhound, which we know the emotions can run pretty hot. You're up against one of the best teams in the world, regardless of the missing player. You have to bring your A game. Sicko looking to do just that, but it's only the shoulder tag. Can't get too excited for this round, obviously. Hopefully some farming money, some damage done for FaZe.
The softening is coming. Sicko tags him up again and again. It's Dexter holding the spray. Takes a lot of damage though. Falls back to safety. 3 of the T's very much low. Pulls out the USB knowing that the tags have been there. But Sicko, can he get another? Trying to get the pre-fire. It's Guardian and Olaf to team up and bring it to a 3v3. So huge damage done just on the Glock so far. Scout retrieved though. And in the hands of Olaf Meister, well, this is dangerous. Guardian though, even more so. Popping off earlier in the previous 2 maps with this piece of weaponry. Can he do it again when it will matter the most?
Oh, the timing nearly working out for Guardian there on the scout. Not this time. Regardless, FaZe can keep their heads up. That is a lot of damage done. That flash was impeccable. Malta surely won't want to fall here. My word, Adren! So much damage. Malta has to retreat. He picks up the AUG, so Olaf Meister's going to go aggressive. 15 seconds left on the clock. He's going to check the close angle as well, but Dick Stacey's there to support. Olaf Meister, can he see the shoulder? That's the question. Trying to spray away with the Glock. Not going to work, unfortunately. And that will bring it closer. You can see the pad, the notepad of Dexter there just to his left-hand side. He's been doing his research, getting ready, preparing for one of the bigger events of the year for the Aussies.
Crucial point in the round as well. Malta, the discipline not to move a single muscle in that corner. 1 Glock bullet is all it would have taken to potentially screw up their economy there in the second round of the half. But as we head into the third phase, rifles all across the board. 2 men straight through con. And 2 men looking to control the fountain area. Grayhound can trade damage, and Dick Stacey will be rewarded with the headshot onto Yanko.
God, how much I would love to see how much damage Grayhound have done through the walls. Because that's multiple kills they've found now. It's those plasterboards are not doing FaZe any favours.
I wish that was a statistic that we could actually do.
Maybe one day. Maybe one day. We're getting there. Rain making a lot, and Stacey just spot the head, won't make a difference. Rain has let himself be known. The bomb's all the way back at T stairs, but FaZe are gaining a lot of control across toward toilet.
But long control, still in the hands of Grayhound, so good counter. Sicko almost overstepping his boundaries, but he will drop the smoke and just look to keep the map control. But even with the A site, they still have to rely on the long rotation from the rest of the boys to grab that bomb and make their way wherever they decide to head. It looks like it's going to be Olaf. Just out towards the B site, trying to work the pick, isolating the angles, lurking behind the smoke. Guardian There's a lot of chaos there on the A site, drawing the rotations though. Rain, he'll find Urcast. Malta last alive, but not for long. The 2K from Rain, and now all of a sudden, out of nowhere, that is a completely open B site. Dexter trying to wait for more, but there's no one else here to grab, so he will shut him down right in the nick of time. Dick Stacey almost through the smoke as well. 2v3 scenario in the postman.
FaZe need this round right now with the bye. And it looks like they might be gifted it. Grayhound just waiting for the aggression. Feel like the save call has been made. They're just waiting for an opportunity. Instead, they're just going to back away. They're not going to be met with any members from the T side. An absolute medlem all over the map up until about 30 seconds left. There were players on A, there were players on B. One was going back to get the bomb. It could have unraveled, but when you hit your shots, not much left to say.
Good decision saving both those rifles as well. It may just be enough to scrounge up a buy, or they can play it safe and go into the next. Beautiful openings on that B site regardless, especially given the situation. Grayhound just looking powerless there on the lower of the sites underneath the bridge.
Rain obviously starting to come back through. Early control given toward party playground. Olive Meister looking for a little bit of revenge. Not going to find anything. Doesn't even fire off. But Grayhound going to go buddy system across towards sewers. Olive Meister, does he get time? They both line up. There was an opportunity. Dexter now being called upon. It looks like FaZe are pretty happy to press that long position.
Heavy investment will leave bathroom open for the taking. Rain here to hold that. A slow rotation back from Yanko. Deep front bathroom smoke as well. Sicko just trying to buy time. The rotations have come out. I believe it's a boost over at jump up there. The AK up on top, perching. But it's Dick Stacey getting the damage done early, so two-man advantage now. He's got that other rifle not retrievable just yet. Very advanced Sicko. Is he going to be spotted there? Tim versus Guardian. Firepower favouring FaZe in this situation. And Sicko will fall. Dick Stacey on the trade. And this is huge. Grayhound on what was not a buy at all. Now have more guns available for them to utilise. Rain with a nasty shot onto Dexter as well. The Dren trying to wrap around Optimus. Knows that there's one here. It's all of a sudden brought back to a 2v2. Oh, the lineup, it's almost there for FaZe. But Urcast can't do a thing. The cover from a Dren too much. And playing the timer down right to the end of the round. FaZe just managing to bring it back. But the damage was done to the economy there. And Grayhound should have the advantage here. Although their money thinner than I thought it would be.
Yeah, cool, calm and collected from FaZe when it was starting to spiral a little bit. What a shot from Rain. Very nicely done. The one thing that wasn't really being spotted was a Dren making the info play deep toward Bank. It was the shadow that gave Dick Stacey away, unfortunately. Of all things. Falls to the sun. Now, Grayhound going to get the flash over the top. Yanko expects it, but he falls. They don't know that Rain's still on that angle. Some damage done to Olive as he comes out from Monster. FaZe are looking to bring that bomb back around to B. There we go. That's the opening they're looking for. But look at Grayhound. They completely double down and triple up on the B bomb site.
Grayhound loving their stacks, and this might just work out. Rain with a bit more information, knowing that there's at least 2 men remaining. Potentially 1, but Sicko still not spotted. Will he be cleared? Well, he's known now. Good headshot onto Wolof. Damage done, but just hiding in the smoke. He's going to be spotted. Well, the tip of that bullet straight on the noggin. And there's up to Malta to try and get any extra damage done, which would be huge for Grayhound, but not spotting Guardian, just standing in the corner at Toxic. That is going to be FaZe, almost with the comeback, 9-11. Against Grayhound in the elimination match.
It's a lot riding on for both of these teams. FaZe to come back for a third time in the finals, in the playoffs, and Grayhound to make their first ever appearance to give the Australian crowd, an Australian team.
The last remaining.
Yep, that's right. Chiefs are down, so you are the last hope, Grayhound. And look at that, Sicko with the early information, gets a tag up. The nade does even more damage. And Dren falls down, but they're still persisting.
Great angle being held. Hitting both the shots. Good damage onto Olof already as well, over towards B. So Grayhound definitely favoured, but Dexter still very aggressive. I believe he might have heard the rotation away from Fountain, and he's going to take every opportunity to make his way into Con. But is he going to be ready for Rain? The gun might be in the way. Oh, Rain not checking his corner, but he will get the flick, and Dexter, unfortunately for him, goes down. Had the advantage, shot first, but Rain, the professional.
Still enough time on this clock for FaZe to make something work. A lot of utility to back it up as well. Grayhound just lose Dick Stacey at the most inopportune time. Looks like Rain going to be first point of contact. 2 players low for FaZe Clan. The flashes come over the top. Malta, he stays at pillar. He's got the smoke to support him. Urkas is holding the line. They find the first. Malta might swing here. It's Dick Stacey to shut down Rain. And the hold is strong from Grayhound. They see Guardian, who's chasing, but he's too many angles to deal with. And a very strong hold with not much time left for FaZe.
And that would have been an upset if Grayhound lost that round. Such a crucial one to keep the dream alive of making it to the arena. And with 4 alive at the end as well, that's so good for their economy heading towards the end of the game. FaZe, you can't say the same. They are able to buy up, but it's very mixed. A couple of Deagles there. The budget Orps on Adrena and Yanko. Not a lot of utility to play with, so FaZe heavily relying on their aim in the 22nd round, and Sicko taking a tag early on. So Guardian on this AWP, crucial. And trying to open this one up. And Grayhound looking to control bathroom.
It's coming down to the wire. Sicko just steps to the right. Narrowly missing a crab walk pre-scoped Guardian. There's so much emphasis on these sprays coming through. Dick Stacey decides to step back into the line of fire. FaZe with the HP advantage, obviously, but they also have a decent shot with still 2 smokes, 2 flashes. A lot of recon towards Con and also in towards Sewers as now they start to open up a bit. Grayhound playing the crossfire. Yanko walk straight into it.
3 pieces of util remaining for FaZe as they start to close in on the A site. Sicko, though, he's been spotted. Dexter still lying in wait there at bathrooms. Dick Stacey, does he commit to the A site, or will we see Grayhound play for the retake? The call's been made. Sicko finding yet another onto Adren, denying the cross to site. And the bomb's still here at bathrooms. It's gone down. Dexter's found it. 5v2 as Guardian and Olof, the legends, will they be able to bring it back here? 10 seconds, and it looks like the round's done and dusted. Olof will almost find one, but it's Dexter getting his bullets to penetrate the skin more effectively.
Oh, Guardian missing the shot, and that's going to be the AWP going down as well. This is huge. Grayhound now with a massive opportunity to push themselves further into the lower bracket and meet Fnatic in that final. They are 3 rounds away. And with this, FaZe have to save. They cannot afford to give Grayhound that kind of opportunity. So Grayhound should go to 14.
Grayhound climbing to the top of the mountain, but will they slip? Will they slide? Can they keep their grip on their dreams? As FaZe just on the Glocks are going to be destroyed by the nades early on. Rain barely alive. Yanko as well, heavily tagged. Grayhound should be going to a 14th hit. But FaZe, it seems like they're definitely playing for the next. Their last chance, their last opportunity to buy some time for Nico.
Well, this as well, they're just in such forward positions. Dexter, he has so much confidence right now, completely separated from the rest of his team. He will get time. No, he won't. He'll actually have an opportunity to back away, but he re-aggresses onto Yanko. 14 rounds, and FaZe now with that full buy. They're going to be missing the AWP, a crucial part for Guardian.
They're missing utility as well. And Grayhound, every single thing going in their favour. The timings, the rounds, the economy. It's theirs to lose in the 24th. Can they take it to match point? That would be huge. But can they keep their nerve? You can see it on their faces. Yanko as well. It looks like he might have just lost it. Faith still has to be there if FaZe go to work the comeback. Oh my God, the aggression. Olaf spraying at the wall, not expecting the aggression. Malta getting his hands on the AK, the upgrade for free. This is huge for the Hounds.
Dick Stacey still persisting to spray through that wall. Persistent man at the best of time. Rain's holding onto the pillar. Yanko trying to recover the information towards toilet. And Dexter's going to give it to him as well. A minor misstep on his part. Dexter, or rather Urcast, can't get it done. Malta's going to get caught out as well. It's gone horribly wrong for Grayhound. Pretty much no damage done other than the kill on Olofmeister. They've got the money to buy into the next. They go for it.
It's the first thing that's been going right for FaZe for a while, but Dick Stacey brings it to the 2v3. Grayhound, they do have that buffer in the economy to try to go for the round, but it's only Dick here. Sicko very far away. Doesn't want to give up the AWP for free. For Dicky boy, he's hunting. The more damage done to the economy here, the better for Grayhound. But FaZe looking like they're guaranteed double digits at the least.
A round where they can only just scrounge together enough for the full buy. Man, they're going to be tested right now. So too FaZe, I guess. The resilience being shown. Just dead straight faces all across the board for FaZe. Grayhound, you can feel the pressure mounting. Stepping up at a moment of need now. Poor Yanko hasn't had the best game, but that's more like what we expect from a coach's performance. Rain and Guardian putting in nice work. Sicko, the shot through the wall, maybe finding a tag, but nice start.
Dick again through the wall. Oh. How does he keep doing this? Rain onto Malta to even up the odds. FaZe very spread out. Oh, pushing the extremity.
Oh, why are you giving him the opportunity to?
Rain, what a shot. All the way up bridge as well. Dick Stacey seems to be aware, but the forces are pushing towards the B side and the rotation coming from Grayhound. Will Dick be able to stay alive long enough? He can't quite hold the short push. He falls to Rain and Adren. It's Dexter who's been going off so far, but Olaf perfect there on the trade. And in the 1v3, Sicko wants to just keep that AWP alive.
Rain not necessarily gifted those 2 kills, but that second boost up, that's really what's made Grayhound pay here. And he's hit that time and time again. It's not like that's the first round we've seen Rain do that. He's been hitting some very sharp shots all game, and that possibly might get the ball rolling for FaZe. Sicko, he knows how important that AWP is going to be in the hands of the CT. Still got a small bank left. Does he expect that fast push coming in from bank as well? He's been notified. Does he hold on to it? He can't hit the no-scope, and there goes the AWP. So the fighting chance may be diminished.
And this is where boys become men. If FaZe can pull this comeback, it will be astronomical. If Grayhound throw it from this point, they will never be able to live it down. 2 rounds away from taking on Fnatic, being the last remaining Australian team in the tournament. 3 rounds in the deficit. FaZe, they've got that AWP back in the hands of Guardian as well. And Grayhound, well, the economy could be in a better way.
I don't know what you expect at that point. In fact, he checks that 3 more times. Even after that jump peak. The fact that Grayhound go for that, it's an all or nothing at that point. Dick Stacey absolutely popping off in this one. 27 frags. Another large impact. This time FaZe are going to go for the also contact. Bomb being left by Rave. Don't give him the opportunity again, please.
Not this time, Dickie boy. Just looking for as much damage through the walls as possible. Yanko, very poor performance here. You can tell he's feeling the pressure. He has a lot to play for. Trying to do the best for his team. Now FaZe, pretty much uncontested here at Monster. Grayhound playing deep on the site. Looking to hold dirty water. And the boost here from FaZe will not find a reward, but it's Sicko. Aggressive at bathrooms, finding Guardian, and that's the AWP out of the hands of FaZe now. And with the man advantage, we'll see what could happen, but the B defense has been hot and cold. With the Molotov there, can it warm up again?
Overpass has already made his way out. Dick Stacey finding Rain through the wall again. My word, time and time. He's been able to make this impact. Urcast now. Does he find the timing onto barrels? The nade's going to do some damage. Olofmeister's checking it, and Urcast doesn't expect it. The flash comes over the top. That could have been a horrible point. And Adren hits the shot onto Dick Stacey. Okay, Sicko now. Can he deny the bomb plant? No, he's actually had the opportunity to take down Olofmeister. Not communicated well enough. Dexter and Sicko now to retake.
Clearing out short. Trying to make their way to the bomb. FaZe playing it together. Holding the short push. Adren is going to connect, and Yanko as well. Coming in when it was needed most for FaZe to continue this comeback. There's only 2 rounds in it, Rob.
Don't do it to me. Don't do it to me. That's all right. FaZe definitely getting their boots back on. They're here to play. Mouse and keyboard plugged back in. And this is one of the first ecos we've seen from Grayhound for a very long time. They're still going to upgrade onto the pistols. A smoke onto Sicko.
And they're going to put emphasis on trying to control Connector as well. Sending 2 men in there. Sicko just lurking underneath that smoke. Playing aggressive at party. In a rough position. Gets away with it, though. Off what could have been a misplay. All of Grayhound with short and con control. And may be able to bust onto Yanko. If they can find an AK here, this will be huge for the defenses. Malta's been spotted. But the boost there. It's short. It's not going to be spotted just yet. Olof slowly working down those stairs. Can he spot it as he peers through short? No. The boys, they're not going to be seen. The crossfire in con can still be held, but Yanko making the right decision by not forcing the push into it.
Go. Can't find the spray on the CZ. And Rain's expecting this push back through from con. The A site done and dusted. The bomb headed towards long. Dexter trying to take some pot shots through. Buys a little bit of time for Grayhound and now make their way through to CT. Got control of stairs. Dren's been spotted, still trying to hit that pre-fire. Rain can't get anything done as Malta manages to find the kill, picks up the AK, but too little too late. FaZe are 1 away from evening out the odds. Grayhound haven't had the greatest of responses in the past couple of rounds.
The dogs falling together. They win as 1, they lose as 1. And FaZe, the favourites, and showing just how good they are at this game. keeping their nerve when the pressure is on to formulate this comeback all the way to the end. Grayhound gets by again, but FaZe changing up the pace. Just taking that short control. 4 men down towards B. Grayhound this time looking like they do want to contest Monster. Holds it up on the grate there. Dicky boy, he wants more damage through the wall there.
He's also playing with fire because multiple times now, that's where FaZe have actually found their opening pick. It's on these peaks. Malta's going to go down toward Monster. Utility immediately being poured out by Grayhound. And Dick Stacey could have found a small little glimmer of hope. However, the timing does not favour. A minute left on the clock, and FaZe, they can play with the rotates of Grayhound, but Sicko hits the shot onto Adren. That is a huge frag to find there.
Solo at A as well. If he fell there, that was the round done and dusted for Grayhound. Gets brought back to a 4v4. As FaZe, everything going right for them at this point. Yanko looking like he might just try to sell the fake here at A, but will it draw the rotations off of B? And can B hold this time? FaZe just hiding lane in wait. Lurking for the perfect opportunity, but here comes the hit, here comes the utility. It's up to Urcast, taking a bit of damage already, but standing in their way. He's going to find one before falling. Dick Stacey brings it to a man advantage for Grayhound, but it's up to Guardian to get the damage done to buy the time. But Dexter, the captain, the champion of the B site, Sicko as well, taking Yanko down. And now, this is it, Rob.
Certainly is. They're not much of a buy for a couple of players on FaZe either. They might be able to scrounge together. There we go. They actually managed to in the end. So Yanko's just going to be quite shy of the AK and armor. Might just go for the UMP, grab some utility, but that is huge for Grayhound. Now they've got just the best foot forward. The foot is in the door. They're staring down the barrel at making it through to that lower bracket grand final. And that secures a spot at the quarterfinals. That secures a stage. However, they've still got that massive hurdle to get over, which is the last round. And FaZe have been turning up the heat.
If they can make it as well as Mouse with the lower bracket run, that will be ridiculous. All the way from the start of that lower bracket. FaZe being knocked down here from yesterday off the back of a poor performance. But now prodding at the B site again. FaZe using the concrete here just as cover. Very close to it though. But they're not going to find a thing. This time though, Grayhound, 3 men up towards A. Changing the setup. But Rob, that bomb, it's down at Monster again. Grayhound may not be in the best position to play for the retake, but there's 30 seconds and FaZe needs to make a move.
Oh, that is huge from Olive Meister. That might be the pivotal point as Malta, now the B anchor is not there, but Urcast is, and they don't know of his positioning. However, they've got to check this. They have to expect it. That they do. They drop down Dick Stacey and Urcast at the same time. Dexter, oh, he was looking to communicate with his teammates, trying to figure out what went wrong. He walks right into the arms of Yanko. Won't be able to secure the kill just yet. But FaZe, what a setup. What a way to open that round. Olive on the boost.
If they can keep 4 rifles alive as well, Grayhound are in trouble. Fighting for any opportunity in the final round of regulation. If they can keep the AWP on Sicko as well, that would be huge. And none of the CTs are looking at this position. Olof doubling up in toilets. Can he split the defenses? There's the first, looking for the second. Dexter holds, but the AWP is lost as well as the AUG. Timing from Rain was perfect, and we are going all the way, potentially, to overtime.
Definitely full regulation regardless. Was always going to be the only way to finish Overpass, to finish out map 3, to keep the dreams alive. 23 frags on Rain, 29 on Dick Stacey. I mean, that call right there, 30 seconds left. Unfortunately, Malta walks directly into the only line that is actually being watched on that. That's just the way the cookie crumbles, and so far, it's not realistically favouring Grayhound. Sicko goes to pick up the scout. Still wants to hold on to that long-range weapon. And the pistol's being brought up by the rest of the boys. They've got the AUG and FAMUS to fight what will be match point, Mac.
Something else that is quite unheard of is Dick Stacey about to drop 30 kills as well. One for every round of the game so far. And FaZe, well, they've got 5 of the last 6 rounds as well.
Must be so sweet to hear that scout shot come out for FaZe, knowing that Grayhound have had to just put together whatever they can.
Very passive from FaZe as well, knowing that Grayhound are the ones that need to make the play here. They are at the disadvantage in every way possible. But Olaf, oh, there's the information. Frags are going to be traded though as Dexter holds on to con control. But Short is still there for the CTs as well.
I think that's the first time we've actually seen Short contested by Grayhound, if not for a lot of rounds, because they've pretty much given it to FaZe every time. And like we were touching on just before, FaZe have abused it. That boost has been coming in more often than not. Sicko sees the shoulder, tries to hold on to the pixel angle. He has to back away. Dexter can hear the information, can relay that to the rest of Grayhound. The problem is, though, they're so spread right now. The spacing is unreal. Yanko finding a massive kill onto Dexter. And now what can Sicko do? He finds the tag, backs away for a moment. Malta pulls out onto the side, but they might still be heading down to B.
20 seconds though, they need to make a decision, and Urquhart stands in the way with a FAMUS shutting the door.
Oh.
Can he hold it though? Urquhart finds the first, there's the bomb, 10 seconds, and the B-side
No
in their hand.
way.
They still need to get the bomb, the smoke's in the way, and Grayhound, they're about to do it. There's no time, Manic. They're making their way, Urquhart goes down, but they cannot plant, and Grayhound are going to the final game of the lower bracket.
And what a way to close it out. Neil doesn't even care about the headphones. There we go. Done and dusted. What a performance coming through from Grayhound. They've pushed it through from Heroic. Now they've toppled FaZe. Next up, Fnatic. My word, what an absolute performance. You could not be happier with that result, especially as an Australian.
My blood pressure is through the roof right now, mate. I could not be happier for the boys. There's still an opportunity to see some homegrown talent in the arena. And what a performance. It was very rough towards the end of their phase, you know, showing their form, trying to make that comeback. And it would have worked as well if Urquhart wasn't there with a smoke and a gun in short. That's all it took.
And that's the way, like, can you believe it? Urquhart, pretty much of all people to step up and in that aggressive short play. It was one of the first times we saw them actually push there and find it. And what a way to do it. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, that's going to do it for us here on the casting desk. We're going to swap it over to the analysts.